Okay, now let's understand what is IELTS reading. So as you can see, I've written it down. IELTS reading, there are 40 questions that you have to answer. And to answer all these 40 questions, you get 1 hour time. Now understand, unlike listening where you get 10 minutes extra to transfer your answers, IELTS reading does not give you any extra time. So the 1 hour that you have to answer the questions, and at the same time you have to transfer them on your answer sheet. Now, there are two types of IELTS reading. One is academic reading and the other one is general reading. Academic reading is for the student purposes. Now, in academic reading, there are 3 passages. Now, always understand that IELTS difficulty level progresses. So, for example, there are 3 passages and 40 questions. As I mentioned, you have 1 hour to answer all these questions. Now, passage 1 is comparatively easier than passage 2. And similarly, passage 2 is comparatively easier than passage 3. Number 1, most of the students opt for a technique that is called skimming. Now, what is actually skimming? Skimming means that you don't need to read each and every word of the paragraph. You just need to go from left to right or from right to left to understand the context of the paragraph. That means you are not supposed to read the entire lines or words by words. So that is something called skimming. Now, this is a technique that works for many. So if you want to use it, you can. The basic idea of this is that you understand the context of what the paragraph is talking about. So that is called skimming. Now, the other technique is called scanning. Now, what is scanning? Scanning is looking for the specific words from the question in the paragraphs. For example, they can be synonyms, they can be plurals, or they can be exactly the same words. So what you have to do is, you have to quickly, like a bird eye view, you have to give it on the passage and look for the specific word that you are looking for. So that is called scanning. So skimming is something that one technique that you can do, and scanning is another technique that most of the students use. So if you use both these techniques, basically you don't need to read every word of the passage. You just get the idea of what the passage is talking about by using the technique of skimming and scanning.